road, or you can take the low road. Go the way the wind is blowing. Take the main road, the side road.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Players Press from Controller Comrades. As the new year rolls in like a steamroller in San Francisco without any breaks, so are the new releases. But first, the updates.
How do we kill it, Ash? There's gotta be a way of killing it. How? How do we do it? You can't. That's bullshit. It is indeed bullshit, Parker. Aliens, Colonial Marines, and Aliens vs. Predator were taken off of Steam earlier this week due to Sega's licensing expiration on the digital downloads of each of these games. There are people who are apparently saddened or outraged by this development. Am I reading this correct? There can't be people out there who want to buy this. Wasn't there a whole lawsuit over, like, Colonial Marines because, like, how shitty it was? Oh, we're still filming. Unfortunately for these 3 or 4 people, as of yesterday, they are back online for $14.99 each. So this is not game over, man. Not even close.
Hacker's Delight, also known as the Xbox One, will no longer be a cakewalk for hackers in the upcoming months. Microsoft is currently looking for an engineer on LinkedIn who can help them fill the holes in their security large enough for a few ICBMs to fit through. If you were planning to cause a DDoS attack on Xbox soon, you may want to reconsider. There are plenty of other console systems similar to the Xbox with much less security.
Nintendo pulls out of Brazil. Oh, you want more info? No, this is not a topical dirty film title. This is the headlines for major news about Nintendo leaving Brazil in response to an increase in taxes. After calling Brazil's distribution model unstable, a practical Z-formation snap in the face of Brazil, Nintendo announced that selling the Wii U for $830 and games for $87 is as ludicrous as PlayStation and Xbox releasing cross-console games. 1776 America would be proud of Nintendo for taking a stand against high taxes. They lose points for not throwing the Brazilian soccer balls into the Rio de Janeiro harbor.
Now let's take a minute to talk about libraries. Filled with a vast database of knowledge, libraries bridge fictitious and real worlds together in a way that, screw it. Let's talk about video games. The new Microsoft DOS operating system library gives you access to a seemingly infinite amount of games you are never going to play anyways. These games, featuring some of the most historically relevant and complete trash from the 80s and 90s, really make some people feel a wave of emotions akin to nostalgia and vomit. Unless you want to play Curse of the Azure Bonds or Tongue of the Fat Man, the Oregon Trail is the only diamond in the rough. But oh, what a diamond that is. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description.
In PlayStation news, the PS4 was recently denied access into the People's Republic of China for retail. This follows the recent hacks into Sony, where North Korea allegedly hacked into the Sony database, leaking documents and emails, and the PSN shutdown, where a group of reptiles managed to disable the PlayStation Network for several days. With all of this negative press from the game company, CBS has announced a new running sitcom, Everybody Hates Sony. As people take note of the trend of PlayStation's plight, experts say the show is likely to be renewed for multiple seasons.
Smite, the third-person MOBA game based around ancient mythology, is having its first ever tournament. With a whopping $2.5 million at stake, it's too bad that absolutely nobody knows about the game to play and win that money. The championship started yesterday and go until tomorrow, and with descriptions like incredible early action, it's almost as if we're watching sports. I am glad to say that we have not stooped that low. I have just been informed that the tourney is being held in Atlanta. Our thoughts and prayers are with the poor souls who have to go to Atlanta for any reason whatsoever. And with that, we move on to our New Year, New Games segment of our show.
Smite, the third-person MOBA game based around ancient mythology, is coming to the Xbox One.
What's that? Consoles are getting something that isn't a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter? That must be a mistake.
No, it says it right here. A MOBA game coming to Xbox. Oh, and it says that anyone switching over to the console version can have all of their PC progress moved to it as well. Well folks, this is a monumental day for both PC and consoles. Sorry handhelds, maybe next time. We'll be keeping you up to date on the details as they come out. When the game finally does come out, the Controller Comrades team will be making that day a national holiday.
Are you constantly worried about the fate of Grand Theft Auto 5 PC version? Does the thought of the date being moved back even further keep you up at night? Well, fear no more. Major Robbery of Cars the 5th will be released on January 27th of the year 2015, says Rockstar Games. Regardless of the Steam page for Grand Theft Auto, which is run as well as the planning for the 2014 Brazil World Cup, they have not made any changes to that date. For any of you fine viewers who have waited the 1 year, 4 months, 6 days, and 14 hours for the game, who's counting? You can sleep soundly at night once again.
Skyrim with guns, in layman's terms Far Cry, has had a recent poll to possibly determine the next setting in the game series. Possible settings include, but are not limited to, Alaska, futuristic, Vietnam, Peru, vampires? Really? That's a setting, Ubisoft? Spaghetti Western? That's just a genre. Zombies, Blood Dragon 2, Real Original, Mad Max. What? We run out of ideas? Jurassic Park and Shangri-La. That last one is literally what Far Cry 4 is. Anyways, all of these very unique ideas do seem like interesting concepts, and many magazines and fans have been jumping for joy over the dinos. Whatever they decide, it will probably be a ripoff of something.
Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. And if at all possible, do one right to E3 because the latest Star Fox game will be there. Nintendo has announced that Star Fox for the Wii U will be playable at the next E3 convention. Exciting news, seeing as Nintendo has been too shy the past few years to show off its goods to the public. If everyone else is doing it, Nintendo, you should too. Just give us a peek, a flash, nothing major, Shigeru. Nintendo was whipping out the big ones for 2015 with the release of the new Legend of Zelda as well, so let's hope it's worth putting up with the Wii U.
This week's promising game of the week is Shantae Half Genie Hero. This game, funded through crowdsourcing, is the newest game of the Shantae series, a series so good that it confused the hell out of the people over at Game Informer. With gameplay part Metroid, part Castlevania, you play as Shantae, a belly-dancing human-genie hybrid who's fighting to save her... Actually, we have no idea what she's trying to save this time. She first fought pirates and now... well, she's probably still going to fight pirates. Much of the gameplay revolves around platforming, with her using her hair to whip enemies, not unlike the famed Willow Smith, and belly dancing to perform magic, also not unlike Willow Smith, and transforming into various forms to surpass obstacles, probably unlike the famed Willow Smith. The game is being produced by WayForward, a publisher who legitimizes their presumptuous name through titles such as Boy and His Blob, Contra 4, Aliens Infestation, and DuckTales Remastered. Like, seriously though, these guys make some good stuff for a third-party publisher. This game has been announced for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Wii U, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. If you want to keep yourself updated, you can check out their website, which we've linked in the description below, as well as their Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for joining us this week on our Recap in Gaming. Thank you to our sponsors, and to viewers like you. You are what makes this all possible. Have a fantastic week, and good luck with your future endeavors. For this week's bonus points, the first song played was first featured in what groundbreaking Broadway musical?
Subscribe to our channel to keep updated on all the haps of Controller Comrades. If you want to see our older videos, click here. Like us on the book and follow us on the Twit for constant streams of useless information. This concludes our show. So long, and until next week.